imagine like RuPaul saying that. Hello, hello, hello. Anyway, I'm gonna try to be as careful as I can with this teeny, 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 tiny microphone because I don't want to cause any, terrible, terrible sounds. I hate when there's like crazy, crazy loud sounds in the middle of ASMR stuff. I mean, normal sounds. That's totally fine. Like, I love regular ASMR, but we will get into that. But anyway, hello. Um, I cannot believe it has taken me this long to try to make like a real ASMR video. Not really like I had recorded like little things here and there, but not like a sit down full on video. So hopefully this goes okay, and then I can put it out there. But I have been listening to ASMR since 5th grade, which is insane because, like, I don't know, I feel like I wasn't even, like, sentient. Like, I mean, duh, of course I was, but, not, like, for real, for real, for real. And you can't really remember yourself, like, in that mind very well. But ASMR stuck out to me, a lot, excuse me, because, it was very sensory, so anytime I'm listening to ASMR, I feel like it jogs that memory. But I figured out that I got ASMR in 5th grade when a girl sat next to me, well, a girl in my class, she sat next to me on this couch, in a, in one of our classrooms where we would have our, like, homeroom situation, and when we would have, like, our independent reading time, if you got these, like, little tickets for, like, good, I don't know, like, behavior or something like that, you could use them to go sit on the couch. You could sit on the couch while you were reading, and, I was sitting on the couch next to my classmate, and she would whisper to herself while she read. She would whisper to herself while she read, and it was like, it was the gateway, drug. But, drug, oh my god, it literally makes me go to sleep. But, oh my god, if it's a drug, I can stop when I want. But anyway, let's get back to it. Maybe I can't do ASMR, I don't know. But I figure I can do a little, like, intro about why I'm making an ASMR video, even though people can't do it just out of curiosity. But, I do genuinely use ASMR every day, and I, have had a long history with it. But I figure we can talk about some random stuff like that and just ramble because those are my favorite videos. And, I can show you some books that I have just because I love books and ASMR videos, and I like to read, so maybe we can talk about that. I guess in the comments, if it lets you comment down there, then if there's any of you out there, you can talk about books if you would like, and I would love to talk about it. But I figured out from there that I enjoyed ASMR, and then I went to my parents' computer and started, like, looking up, why does whispering make me tired? Why does whispering make me tired? Tired. Why does it make me sleepy? And I found, okay, my first video, I don't know if she'll ever see this, oh my god, this is crazy, but my first video I ever watched was by Tati Bay. Tati Bay. And I still watch her videos to this day. Oh my god, if she ever sees this, love you. But she made just, like, very casual videos where she would just, like, chew gum and talk, or, like, eat something, or just, like, tell a story about something that happened to her. Oh my god, I love when she talks about just random stories and gets into detail. It's perfect. And it's spelled, oh my god, I'm gonna trace, let's see. It's spelled Tahtebay. You get the gist. Tati Bay. And, she still, like, occasionally will come back list of stuff that I do like, and you know, I follow a bunch of creators on TikTok and stuff, and I'll subscribe to them on YouTube if I'm really really into their videos and stuff, and I can make a whole separate video about that if needed. But hello. I figure first we can get into some books, and I will try to do some regular trigger stuff. Like, I love, you know, different types of tapping and all that, not necessarily with fingernails, which I clearly barely have, but I love tapping with like fingertips and gentle tapping with nails. So here's book one. We have The Small Room by May Sarton. And I can read the synopsis of it if that is what y'all would like to hear. If not, you know, it's totally fine. Totally fine. The Small Room. Anxiously embarking on her first teaching job, Lucy Winters arrives at a New England women's college and shortly finds herself in the thick of a crisis. She has discovered a dishonest act committed by a brilliant student who is the protege of a powerful faculty member. Oh my god. Oh yeah, by the way, the subtitle on this, on the front. It won't focus, but you get it. It says, a novel about women in academic life set on the campus of a New England college. I don't know if I'll end up doing the repeating words that much in like other videos and stuff, but I do love when other people do it, so, you know, whatever. But I do consider myself to be educated. I do have a college degree, so I very much enjoy the sentiments of that one. Let's see. Next one. We have a very, very old Kurt Vonnegut book. I can't remember if this is from 75, 73, I don't remember. Me acting as if I was like actually there, oh my god. But this one is God Bless You, Miss Rosewater. Kurt Vonnegut. Of course, we have all heard of Kurt Vonnegut. Duh. You probably had to read it in school just like I did. We will see how long that lasts, unfortunately. Oh, I forgot. I also grabbed some CDs in case I got tired of looking at the books. I don't know. I don't have any idea. But so the first one, and then we can go back and forth maybe between books and CDs, and I don't know, I could make videos about anything really. I'll just like talk into this thing, ramble about, you know, this and that, just farting about. This one right here. Oh, that is my cat. He is very handsome, and you better tell him that. This is the Brobeck's Violent Things. The Brobeck's, Brobecks, Brobeck's. You can see there is cat hair stuck on the top of it. So, the track listing on this one is Good Night, Socialite, Better Than Me, Love at First Sight, Second Boys Will Be First Choice, Small Cuts, If You Like It or Not, La Villa Bordeaux. I said that like do, it's so stupid, oh my god. I Will Tonight, Visitation of the Ghost, All of the Drugs, because I think on this it's called The Nerve, but I think online it may just be called Nerve. I don't know. Boring, 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 which is one of my favorite songs of all time. It is the perfect build-up in a song. And of course the sounds used in it are just they're so interesting. My cat is playing with the microphone cord, so if anything happens and I have to stop, we'll do that. But there are bonus tracks on this one, which is why I got it. I mean, I had heard these bonus tracks, and also one of them came out even later as a song on a later album. Oh my god. No. No, no, no. Stop. There are bonus tracks on this one. The bonus tracks are Anyone I Know and Cluster Hug, which is the one that came out later. Of course under a different band name, but you know, that's like Dallin Week's whole career. And he's amazing and we love him. Alright. We have another book. It is The Final Program. The Final Program. The Final Program. Or if you want to say it like Trixie Mattel, you could say program, program, program. I love, love, love the cover on this edition. It is very, very, very interesting, very pretty. I need to stop using the word interesting. We can start putting coins in a jar if I keep using that. But very, very beautiful, and of course, very interesting book. Jerry Cornelius is already an underground legend, a comic strip hero, saint and devil in one. This is his first novel. In it, he fights out a grim vendetta in a French chateau. Guns his way through the fleshy jungle of a devastated London to a lavable clue in the icy wastes of Sweden, tackles the sinister Miss Brunner, and throws a vast party that lasts for months in Ladbroke Grove, and finally in a high state of sexual ambivalence, leads a horde of happy followers to their death, like lemmings to sea, until he or she is the only man or woman left on the earth. That's so funny too, because like literally use the word they, but you know, it's all for the sake of writing. Wow, writing, it's so creative. Everybody's so creative. This next one is called Hopscotch, 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 Hopscotch by Julio Cortázar. Again, very beautiful copy. Of course, all of these are like mass market size because they're older editions, so they probably just made only the one edition, and then like, you know, now that we're modern day, we got every edition of everything available to print. Okay, let's do another CD. I want to do another CD. This one, yeah, it is Lady Gaga, of course, Lady Gaga. It is Born This Way, Born This Way, Born This Way. If you don't know any songs from this, yes, you do. Marry the Night, duh. Everybody knows that song. Born This Way, Government Hooker. Oh my god, if you have not heard like genre that I read, and this one just really caught me as someone that grew up like, you know, reading fan fiction and stuff. The idea of you, the idea of you, the idea of you. If you saw the movie adaptation of it, of course it was different than the book, and it was funny to see it because, you know, seeing book adaptations is always interesting to see what they change and, you know, how they want to make these characters come across because you imagine different ones in your head. But I wanted to give this one a shot because on the front it says by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Taylor Jenkins Reid. Taylor Jenkins Reid. This slayed me. Incredible. Incredible. It's so incredible. I wanted to know, because I do like Taylor Jenkins Reid, I wanted to know if this was a tried and true recommendation from Ms. Reid. So, I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I think it's fun if you don't take it too seriously, of course. You know, the age gap was a little concerning. It was concerning, but you know, that's always interesting in a novel when it's fictional characters. But of course, if inspiration was taken from real life figures, which I would not be shocked if there was, because there were some things that seemed a little similar to real life situations that are unfortunate and sad. But, I mean, you know, like manipulative situations. But I think in the book, it's like the superstar in the boy band. He is 20 years old in the book. He's 20 years old. That is younger than me, and I am not that old. So, and then I think she turns 40 and he is 20, so I think it's a full 20 years. And then I think they make him 24 in the movie, which, yeah, you know, makes it a little better, and they are adults and everything, and it's consenting, so at the end of the day, we can't really do much about it. But it was interesting to see play out. I could definitely see the cracks. So, moving on from that one, if you don't know, yeah, it's like kind of a fanfic inspired book by Robin Lee. Robin Lee. And Robin has two N's and an E, not just an N. But it was a fun read. I mean, it felt like reading fanfiction, so, you know, I can get down with that. Put food on my plate and I'll eat it. This one is Alone with You in the Ether by Olivia Blake. Olivia Blake. So, Olivia Blake is the name that she goes under when she's writing adult books. Not adult as in, but you know, regular books, just fictional romance books. And then I think now that she's putting out more YA books, she goes by her full name, which is Alexine. Oh my gosh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Farrell Fulmouth. Alexine Farrell Fulmouth, otherwise known as Olivia Blake. This one does happen to be a signed copy. Not because she's like my favorite author or anything. She is a good author, but the signed copy was available, so you know, I'm gonna get that if I can. Why not? Doesn't cost any different. Plus, I have met her, and she is very lovely. She's very sweet, and loved talking to her about her books. Let's see. Next, we're gonna do another epic win. Yeah, I love this one. I'm gonna try to have it not slip out of the book jacket, but this is Loud. Loud by Drew of Wallow. She is lovely and amazing and wonderful, and she will never see this video, but if she ever did, love everything you do. And also just so hilarious, so funny, oh my god, and using her humor to stand up for those that can't, like, come on, duh. But this book is genuinely amazing. amazing whether or not you already know what she does or if her content is for you, whatever. But the subtitle is "Accept Nothing Less Than the Life You Deserve." And this book made me cry, and I am not usually a personal growth book reader. I'm not usually a self-help book reader. Occasionally I am, depending on, who wrote it or what the content is centered around. But this book made me cry, especially if you have a strong relationship with your sisters. She's covering her mouth on the cover, So, I would recommend this book, especially if you just want to gain insights on how you could give less of a shit about stuff, especially if you are a woman, if you are queer by any means, if you are not white, if you are in any way outside of a societal norm. I think you could take things from this, considering she covers a lot of ground in not that many pages. So if you want to be able to get a book out in a weekend or a week or however long, this one is really good, and it packs a punch. It really gets through. It covers a lot. It covers, adult issues. It covers issues that you went through growing up. It covers issues with race, with gender, with it talks. Oh my God, maybe I also just feel so connected to her because well, not connected, but you know what I mean. I just love her writing, and I think she's funny. But we both are from the same area of California, which is funny. I'm not a Californian by any means. I don't live there, but I was raised there partially, and we're from the same area, and I never even really knew it until listening to more of her podcasts and then reading her book. I would highly recommend. I also saw her show where her and her sister, Dayson of Wallow. Again, love Dayson. Dayson is her older sister, and they both are just so incredibly funny and wise, and if you need sister humor and you rely on it and you feed off of it, you will eat up their podcast. If you have not listened to Two Idiot Girls, which if you haven't, what are you doing? If you see any clips with sorry, that's my stomach. If you see any clips online ever of Brittany Broski, Caleb Heron, Drew, get on Two Idiot Girls. Come on, listen to it. It's so fun. It's so funny. I literally will start my day with it. It's the best thing to start the day with, and they upload it early in the morning too, so it kind of works. Not that I'm always waking up early, but you know. I'll read you the synopsis of this one since I went so hard in on it. But Drew of Wallow is best known as the internet's crusader for women and has established herself as a preeminent feminist leader of her generation. Loud is part manual, part manifesto, and part memoir. It makes it clear that behind Wallow's fearsome laugh is a mission and a life philosophy. That's so cute. Cute. It makes it clear that behind Wallow's fearsome laugh is a mission and a life philosophy, a strategy for self-confidence from the inside out, and a pathway to once and for all remove men from the center of how women and femmes think about themselves, thinking about yourself, positive self-talk and all that. Alright. On a more positive note, Voices from Chernobyl. Yes, yeah, we're taking it up a notch. This one I have not gotten to yet because I have not hit rock bottom so terribly frozen with sadness and fear and anguish that I just want to sit in place and read horror stories. Um, and they're real accounts, you know. It's about Chernobyl. Duh, like you can tell from the title, Voices of Chernobyl. If you can't, why are you in here listening to me talk? Why are you listening to me talk? This one is called Dinner for Vampires. Again, I am not usually the biggest bio reader. If I'm really interested in someone and they put out a biography, of course I'll read it. But in general, you know, biographies don't stretch much farther than the base of the people that enjoy that person. So this is Bethany Joy Lenz. Bethany Joy Lenz. If you recognize her, she is from One Tree Hill. I mean, of course, she was in other things too, but she was mainly from One Tree Hill. And if you watched One Tree Hill when you were younger, or you know, like it's pretty old. So if you watched it when it aired on TV, then that was quite a while ago. And then it is on, I think, Hulu, maybe. Um, so if you caught it recently, that's kind of crazy, but I hope you enjoyed. It's really insane. So in this book, she talks about her experience on that show, and then also how she was in a cult, apparently, and I didn't know that she was in a cult, but I'm excited to find out more, because I know that there's another actress from the early 2000s from the show Smallville, if any of you remember that, and she, I think, was in a cult of sorts. I don't remember all the details, but I want to know if those are at all related, or if, you know, preying on young women was just always in fashion, like we all know that it is. But, I mean, I'm happy that she made it out of that and got to write a book about it so I can learn about it and also hear background stories from a show that I liked watching growing up. And that show is insane. If you have not watched it, I think there's like a record amount of car crashes in the show. There's like 29 crashes or something like that. Like, it's really insane. It's really insane. Really insane. But, yeah, that show is insane. It's classic, quintessential early 2000s TV. Teen TV, I mean, because, you know, it was, I think it was on when the CW was originally the WB for Warner Brothers. And, correct me if I'm wrong on that, I could totally be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was the WB before it was the CW, and that's when One Tree Hill started, along with, you know, like Supernatural and things like that, which I was really into Supernatural too. You know, not proud of it, but it's woven into the fibers of who I am as a person now. And we can get more into that on another day. But in this book, she's gonna talk about One Tree Hill, so I'm excited about that. And oh my god, it's already at 30 minutes. That's insane. Hopefully this sounds okay. Okay, let's go through some other ones. This is an old copy, an old edition of Interview with a Vampire, of course. Interview with a Vampire. Duh. Here, let's see if we can. Sorry, that was so loud. Okay, so this one is one of those classics. Well, I don't know if it's not technically considered a classic. I don't think. I mean, I think it is, but I don't know if it's like actually. But this is an older book that I never got to. I can't believe that I have not read an Anne Rice book when she is so loved. And then I need to get a copy of I think The Witching Hour as well is the one that I'm missing. I don't know. I'll have to look through and check. But hopefully I end up liking this one, and if I do, which of course I think I will, because all of my friends that have read it have enjoyed it, and of course there's a reason that it's so iconic in pop culture, is because the book is iconic, and I not showing like the top part of my face and I do the like nose job face, that's just gonna have to happen. And then this is one that I'm reading right now. I'm kind of tandem reading books right now, which is not great for my memory, but it's fine. Because I'm trying to beat, good old like seasonal depression on top of that regular stuff, so don't be a stranger. Don't be a stranger. This one, I am not that far in. I think I am 40 pages in or something like that. It's good so far. The writing style is it's not like super distinct, but it has that distinctive, fast-paced, third-person sort of feel. So if that's what you like if you, I don't know, I feel like if you read like maybe some like Sally Rooney or something, you could also like the writing style in this book. Because I know it's not like for everybody, but it does introduce you to the characters fairly quickly, which is nice because if you're wanting one of those fast-paced books that you crush over like a weekend and it doesn't have too much like background narrative for the characters or too much of the setting, or if it's just not a book where it needs that, then it's a book where you can really fly through it, especially if it's something like this where it's like a super quick relationship and it's not a standard one, so it really I'm sure it's gonna unravel quickly, because of the fact that it's not, they're very different ages. Oh my god, it seems like there's like a theme with that, with the books that I pulled out. These aren't all my books, but I pulled out some of the ones I wanted to talk about, and the ones that I thought maybe would sound okay. And also, if I like the cover, then I would pick that one as well. Like, Hopscotch. It's very beautiful. But this one is a very pretty cover. Very pretty cover. And I can read you the synopsis. Let's see. Ivy Cooper is 52 years old when Ansel Fleming first walks into her life. 18 years her junior, a musician recently released from being imprisoned on a non-violent drug charge. Ansel's quiet intensity and beguiling good looks instantly seduce her. Despite the gulf in their ages and experiences, the physical chemistry between them is overpowering, and in the heady weeks and months that follow, Ivy finds her life befigured by his presence. I definitely said that word wrong, whatever. On the surface, she is a responsible single mother managing the demands of child, friends, and ex-husband, home, work. But emotionally, psychologically, sexually, she is consumed by desire and increasingly alive only in the stolen moments out of time when she is in Ansel's arms. In spellbinding prose, Susan Minow has crafted a luminous novel about erotic obsession. Love books about obsession. Sorry about that, because I happen to be obsessive myself a little bit. But, let's see. Where did I leave off? Susan Minow has crafted a luminous novel about erotic obsession and the hunger for intimacy, communication, and oblivion, about the search for self and the desire to live a good life. Don't Be a Stranger is a gripping, sensual, and provocative novel from one of the most remarkable voices in contemporary fiction. Contemporary fiction. Alright, and we will see how that one fares. Alright, my leg is starting to go numb, so I think I'm gonna do like one or two more. I don't know. We'll see. If you notice a theme with this one, don't say anything. But Razzmatazz. This is a CD. If you're not looking, you don't have to be looking at the screen. It doesn't matter. I'm not like making this video look pretty or anything. But Razzmatazz is an album by the band I Don't Know How But They Found Me. I Don't Know How But They Found Me. And they are one of my favorite bands of all time. I say band, but really it's headed by Dallin Weeks and some touring members, which are great. And I basically support anything that Dallin Weeks is attached to. Also, yes, I will be going to When We Were Young Fest, not because I like Brendan Urie, but because I grew up on Panic at the Disco and made one of my best friends in the world because of that. And so we are gonna go see A Fever You Can't Sweat Out live, and I'm so excited. I'm hoping that it's good. I mean, I'm sure that it will be because I love the songs no matter what. Um, but you know, Brendan Urie likes to take his own liberties sometimes, so we'll see if that happens, and we'll see if there are any other fun things that happen. And I think Weezer's also playing, and a handful of other people that I'm sure would be fun to see, so it'll be great. But if you want to see Talon, that is him. This is kind of an older picture, but you know, you get the vibe. And then this is someone who is no longer in the band, so we won't even talk about him. But yeah, I think that is pretty much it for now. We'll see if my phone lets me post this. It's almost 40 minutes. That's crazy. For a first video, but clearly I can do this and I can talk for a while. So peace and love. Have a good night. Whenever you're watching this, hey, sending you very much sweet love and kisses and very much sweet dreams or good morning or whatever that you need in this moment, because that's what I use ASMR for. So very much have a good night and love you. And if anyone wants to say